Good morning. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready. Let's make a strawberry cake, yeah? All right, so this is gonna take a lot of components, so bear with me. Get a pen and pencil ready, okay? Because y'all know I like to show, and I'm not really good about writing out the directions, sorry. Okay, so first, preheat your oven to 325, okay? Then grease and line with parchment paper 2 9-inch cake pans, okay? So basically I just cut out the parchment paper, put it on the bottom, and greased it. All right, ready? So you also are going to need 1, 2, 3 different mixing bowls, okay? So first step, you're gonna take 1 cup of heavy cream and put it in your first bowl, okay? Of course, I got it all over my fingers. All right, let's rinse that off. Okay, and then to that 1 cup of cream, you are going to add a 1/3 cup of white vinegar. Okay, so let's see here. Of course, it has to be brand new and hard to open. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. So 1/3 cup of white vinegar, yeah? And just set that aside. There we go. Okay. So we'll leave that there. Next, what you're going to do is get 2 sticks of real unsalted butter, okay? And if you have a mixer, go ahead and put those in your mixer, okay? So you're gonna do that. So there's 1 stick, and then you are going to need 1 cup of stevia or artificial sweetener, okay? Try to go for the stevia based rather than Splenda. Okay, so 2 sticks of unsalted butter, and let's get that. There we go. Okay. So once that softens a little bit, I'll add the sugar. Now, your 3rd bowl. Now, this is where it's gonna get a little tricky, okay? You want 2 cups of almond flour. So that is 1 3/4, so I need 1/4 more. Okay. So I'm using this almond flour that you can get at Costco. Okay, that's probably the best. Walmart has it. A lot of other stores now carry almond flour, so no worries, it's pretty common now. So 2 cups of almond flour, okay? This is your 3rd bowl. Right now I have my heavy cream and the white vinegar resting, and I am softening my butter. Okay, so 2 cups of almond flour, 1 pack of unflavored gelatin, okay? So you're gonna put that with your dry ingredients. So sprinkle that there. Okay. And then you want 1 teaspoon of baking powder, okay? So you're gonna put that in all your dry ingredients are gonna go in first, okay? So let me mix that. Yeah, we're not using any flour, like real flour, okay? This is gluten-free, low carb, very low sugar. Okay. So now to my butter, I am going to add the 1 cup of stevia, granulated, okay? You don't want the powdered one for this one. We are going to use powdered for the frosting. Sorry about that. So yes, we're going to use the powdered confectioner's sugar for the frosting, okay? So let's just go ahead and push that through. And once that softens, we're going to add the cream cheese. Okay. All right. So in here, I've got 2 cups of almond flour, I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and unflavored gelatin. Now we are going to add a half a teaspoon of citric acid. Okay, what the citric acid is going to do is going to bring out the flavor of the strawberries, okay? I bought that on Amazon because local stores did not carry that, so citric acid on Amazon. Okay, so after that, I am going to add 1 pack of freeze-dried strawberries. Now, you want to look at your labels to make sure that it doesn't have any added any added sugar, okay? So you want to go for the natural ones, basically strawberries that have been freeze-dried naturally. All right, so now I did take a rolling pin. You could, you want it powdered, so you can put it in your food processor, in your blender if you have a coffee grounder, but with this bag, I was just able to use a rolling pin to crush it up and make it a powder, okay? So 1 whole pack. So can you see that? Yeah, it's nice and powdered. Okay. So this is where most of the carbs are coming from in this recipe. It's the freeze-dried strawberries. You obviously don't want to use fresh strawberries for this because it's gonna make your cake really runny and won't hold form. Okay. So after that, let me just push that through. Okay. So over here, I've got 2 sticks of butter with 1 cup of sweetener. Okay, so let's mix that in. And in here, so far, we've got our strawberries, citric acid, baking powder, and almond flour and gelatin. Okay, so now I am going to add half a teaspoon of baking soda. So that goes in there too. Okay. There we go. And, okay, so this is oat fiber. Now, I do have psyllium husk I've been using, but we're going to go with the oat powder. This, if you look, has 000. So no calories, no fat. It has 3 grams of dietary fiber, which if you take away that from the total carbohydrates, which is 3, it basically is nothing. It's a filler. Okay? So I am adding half a cup of that to this, the dry ingredients. Okay. Again, that I had a hard time finding in conventional stores, so I bought that on Amazon. Okay. So to my butter, I am going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese. You do want it a little soft, so basically I left it out of the refrigerator just for a little while. So let's go ahead and add that in. Now, after this, I am going to start adding 6 eggs, but I want to do it 1 egg at a time. Okay. Now, to our dry mix, yeah. Unfortunately, when you are using flours other than actual wheat flour, you're going to notice that you need to add more ingredients, okay, to get the same texture. It's not like you can just use almond flour and that's it. Unfortunately, that's where we have to modify. Okay, so now here I have a 1/3 cup and 1 tablespoon of this protein isolate, okay? Now, Isopure whey protein isolate, again, has no carbs. This is unsweetened, unflavored. Let me just add that here. Again, that's one thing I did have to also buy on Amazon. Costco has some, but unfortunately it was flavored. And if you're going to be baking, obviously you don't want the protein flavor, well, unless you want to get a little creative and use chocolate, strawberries, such. But for this mix, I just went with the unflavored. So you want to thoroughly mix all your dry ingredients, get all the chunks out. Okay, there we go. So So that's it. So again, to recap, we've got almond flour, citric acid, freeze-dried strawberries, gelatin, baking powder, baking soda, and oat fiber. Okay. So I think I'm ready to set this aside. Now, hold on. Let's push this through. All right, so here I've got 2 sticks of butter with 1 cup of sweetener and 4 ounces of cream cheese. And to that, I am going to add 1 egg. Now, it's going to be a total of 6 eggs, but you want to add 1 egg at a time. And each time that you add the egg, you want to make sure that it's completely mixed in. Let me wash my hands, hold on. Okay. All right, so another thing that I had to get on Amazon was our strawberry sweetener, okay? So obviously we want to add more flavor without adding all the sugar, so we're gonna use the extracts for that. All right, so that looks good. I'm gonna add egg number 2. Okay. Beautiful. It's looking pretty. All right. So this is egg number 3. Now I turn it off because obviously I don't want to make a big mess. And there's egg number 3. I'm just going to push things off the mixer, scrape the sides. Again, I want everything nice and thoroughly mixed. Beautiful. Egg number 4, right in. Now when you're baking, you kind of have to be a little patient, yeah? So, you don't want to overmix things. You don't want to mix them too fast because then they're all lumpy and inconsistent. So, patience, patience. Okay, perfect. And egg number 5. So last egg, and then we will start adding our dry ingredients. Okay. One more. Last egg. Okay, so again, we've got our almond flour mix going here. We've got 2 sticks of butter back here with 1 cup of sweetener and 6 eggs. Now, first you wanted to add your butter, mix that with your sugar, okay? Once that's all incorporated, you add 4 ounces of cream cheese and then 6 eggs, 1 egg at a time. All right, so this is being good. Okay. So that is all mixed in. Okay, so see our nice lovely batter. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is slowly mix in my dry ingredients, okay? So you wanna do this by hand, because again, you don't want to go too fast, yeah? Okay. So scrape all the sides. And let's see if you guys can see this here. Turn it a little bit. So I'll mix my dry ingredients with my wet. Okay, here we go. It smells divine, okay? You can totally smell the strawberries. Again, when you're looking for your freeze-dried strawberries, you want to find the ones that don't have any added sugar to it. Okay, there we go. Let's see, so you guys can see how it's coming along. See, it's got this nice pink texture to it. Okay. That's the rest of that. Now, do you remember our heavy cream that we had sitting? Okay, heavy cream. It was 1 cup of heavy cream and a third cup of white vinegar. So we'll add that in. Okay. So again, when you add those ingredients together, it just kind of serves to thicken things too. All right. So mix all that together. Now, this is going to be a 2-layer cake, okay? And we shall be making frosting to go with it. It's going to be a cream cheese frosting. So you're gonna need confectioner's, actually not confectioner's, but powdered sugar. Okay, look at that batter, see? All right. Now, just like with any other cakes and batters, you do not want to overmix, okay? So once you're done mixing this, you're gonna add our extracts and our sweeteners here. Let me just a tad. I've got them over here. Okay, so I am going to use 1.5 teaspoons of our strawberry extract. Excuse me, hopefully I don't chop a finger off in front of y'all. Okay. Again, I got this extract off of Amazon. I unfortunately couldn't find them in any of my local stores, so don't get discouraged, okay? All right. Of course. Normally I have these all pre-measured and opened. Okay. Now, and 1.
Mom, I love you.
Thank you. So 1 and 1/2 of strawberry extract. Okay, so we'll stir that in. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Sorry, I like to smell things. Okay. Now, if you notice, if you normally have a trimmer, do not measure things over what you're gonna put it in, okay? 'Cause if you accidentally spill it, it might be too much. But generally, I do have a bit of a steady hand, so, okay. So now, to this, I'm going to add liquid stevia. Now, liquid stevia, generally I find at Whole Foods, but again, you can also buy it at on Amazon. But yeah, so organic stevia. I'm gonna add 8 drops, okay? So it comes with the little dropper. So 1, 2. Okay. And I'm gonna stir that in. I have not seen the stevia, the liquid stevia yet at Walmart, Target, or Safeway. And that one commonly at Whole Foods. I think I'm gonna add, it tastes good already. Normally I will not taste batter, especially if it has raw egg in it. But I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4 more drops of my liquid stevia. Okay. Tastes good, guys. I'm excited. Okay, there we go. So from here, okay, let me get a new cake spatula. So I'm gonna gonna divide this batter into two, yeah? Okay, so we shall put 1, 2. And once I divide this into two, I'm gonna bake it for about, let's say 50 minutes, okay? So just like your typical pan, it's gonna brown when you stick a Q-tip, a toothpick into it, it should come out clean, okay? So let's see, just pour it right in the middle and do the same over here. Okay, let's see. Now, if you have a stand mixer, I don't know if you all notice, but sometimes on the very bottom, things kind of get stuck. So I'm just gonna mix it in real quick. There we go. Okay. And okay. So whether you're doing keto or not, you know, it doesn't matter what diet you're using or doing or, you know, what your goals are. But basically, my thing is healthy living, yeah? Feel good, look good. I mean, it's all about making sure, you know, some things are preventable. Some things can be managed, you know, like your blood sugar, for instance, or, you know, try to put off diabetes as long as you can. I do have that pretty prevalent on both sides of my family. And when I was pregnant, I had gestational diabetes with all 3 of my pregnancies. So it's like, I know I'm at high risk. So if I can delay the onset of for as long as I can, that's what I'm gonna do. And luckily, that's what I've been able to accomplish so far. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of spread it out. Okay. And I'll do the same with my second cake, okay? Just kind of spread it out evenly. Hypertension is another thing. You know, try to stay active. Of course, I'm not a physician, so always consult with your doctor beforehand, but you know, there's some things that are reversible, some things that are treatable and manageable. So again, it's all about moderation. And with me, I definitely have to avoid gluten. That's just no doubt about it. But personally, when I avoid sugar, I just feel better. I have so much more energy. But the thing is, I get it. Sometimes it's hard. You know, it's hard to find things that you can eat, or, you know, you get bored. So that's why I try to share with everyone like what I do. I don't really get bored. If you know me, you see my eating pattern. Sometimes I do have the tendency of eating the same things because, again, it's just me. I don't get bored, but I have 3 boys. I have to keep them entertained and, you know, happy. All right, so 2 9-inch cake pans. I'm gonna pop them in the oven. Here, I'll show you. See, here we go. For 50 minutes at 325, okay? So 50 minutes, I will pull them out, make sure that the toothpick comes out clean, let them cool for, I don't know, about half an hour or so, and then we'll make a frosting, okay? Thank you.